Hey y'all, it's Kate at Kate's Garden Chickens and Cats. Yeah, I keep changing the name of my channel because I just don't feel settled, but it's really windy, so excuse any background wind noise, but I just want to show you this scene that's pretty, but also quite bittersweet. It's been really windy and rainy, and here's all the petals of the dogwood tree, which 2 days ago was beautiful and full and lush with flowers, and now look at it. But the rain is making everything green up. The trees are green again, not quite super full, you can tell by that one, but so I've got, before this little bit of cool and rain, I got a pack of each kind of sunflower going in the ground, of the rose colored and the white, and they're in the garden. Right here is planted forget-me-nots. My little sister sent me a pack of forget-me-nots to put in our mom's garden. This is all the wildflowers coming up, all that green with all the white. Yeah, I'm growing dogwood petals. No, all that green are the wildflowers. And then back behind the rosemary is going to be sunflowers. Along the front of here is sunflowers, and then some along the walkway. Crepe Myrtle's greening out nicely. And Chaos is just going to take a wet walk through the garden. This side I haven't got all the weeds out. All the weeds are actually just those strawberry plants, and they're coming up pretty well, but I'm quite happy as, oops, I'm going to be pulling this up and using it at my fire pit. But there's a lily that were destroyed last year in the tree fall. This will be the white. This will be the kind of a blush pink. And here's all the Asiatics coming up. I'm going to have a shit ton of those as usual. Lily green is still up. I mean, the tulips, their greens are still up, which, you know, I just leave, even though they're ugly, I'll leave them to feed the bulbs. I transplanted that sage took the sage out of the pot, the sage that survived the winter, and put it here. It seems to be thriving. This is some purple salvia. I'm very disappointed in that the white didn't make it, but you know, what are you gonna do? So I trimmed back a bunch of the rosemary that had died off, so it's kind of ugly right now, but it'll fill back in, and I'm gonna trim some more of it. But I've got roses about ready to pop. Yeah, picture of an ugly leaf just as I take a picture. Got roses there. The Spanish bluebells are just about finished. And then I've got white roses and yellow roses. Oh, stop blowing. Yeah, the wind is pretty mighty. And if I can get over there without getting wet or blown over, we'll take a look at red roses. The hydrangea that here's the hibiscus. I'm just letting her tough it out until I can get a hold of. The hydrangeas are putting on leaves, so they will be at least green this year. And we'll just have to forego any kind of flowers till next year, thanks to our crazy frost or cold snap or both. Hope you're able to hear this. My little maple rescue is getting so big. It's kind of hard to tell over here because I do need a weed after just 2 days after weed again, where grass is coming up in between the holes of the peas. And here are the peas. The wind keeps blowing down part of my trellis. And I've also found that the blackbirds like to set up here. And I straightened out all the string only to find the blackbirds were coming over here and trying to steal the twine. But oops, these girls are getting tall. And they're little, God, I want to weed, but it's raining on me. But they're little feeler coils. I don't know what you really want to call them, but the little thin coils that they send out to pull them up when they're climbing. But we are definitely in, even though it's, you know, Mother's Day weekend, and technically it's not really spring, it's still looking like spring here, feeling like spring, cool and windy. This right side section of the dogwood tree, which looks all like creepy and no leaves, is dead. I don't know what happened. I think something broke off, or I don't know. This dogwood's probably been here as long as this house has been here, and this house was built in the early 40s, so, you know. So we're looking at 60-year-old, almost 180-year-old house. So close to 80 years old, so who knows how old this dogwood is, but it's an old one. So we're gonna have to just cut that off, and I'll seal off that part of the trunk as a like a stump, and hopefully she'll survive. I don't want to take her all the way down because I think she'll be too unstable and fall over. She needs that weight kind of for counterbalance. Paul's like, just take it down, it's dying. I'm like, it's only got this one little section, that top part of that right trunk, that's dead, so I'm not going to just tear it all down. It's too pretty. She can be so destructive. Not like he's going to do the cutting and the cleanup work anyway. So anyhow, that's today's bittersweet little video. There's all the little dogwood. Oops, sorry about that noise. It's my peanuts. I'm fixing to fill the squirrel feeder. All its little petals makes for a little speckled yard. Anyway, I'm gonna go fill the squirrel feeder with a few peanuts, just because it's cool and windy, and I think the rain is just misty for the rest of the day. But the weather has made me a liar many times, but I feel like the squirrels need a little snack. So everybody, have a great day. Like and subscribe. See y'all. Happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there.